Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Maisie's Garden. I have a message for you. And this message isn't a tarot message. This is more of let me share my thoughts because you never know who this could inspire, or maybe you just didn't have this perspective or it just never dawned on you. Because to me, I thought this was something people knew and understood. But recently I was talking to a friend and we were talking about relationships. And this person, I was getting a perspective from this person because we have different perspectives on relationships. And so I was talking with him about, what I wanted out of a relationship, and, why I've been single and choosing to be celibate for so long. And he was telling me about his marriage and why they chose to decide to be kind of open and a little bit more polyamorous, and just his experiences. Because I don't judge. I listen and we don't judge, right? But I do like to understand other people's perspectives, because something I may not personally feel like, I want to know why you feel that way. I want to understand. It's just the therapist counselor inside me, right? So anyway, we're talking about this, and I had said something, well, he actually had said something about how, the initial spark that you have in relationships, it never lasts. And that, the way he was talking, and then he was like, I hope you find what you're looking for, and I hope that spark always lasts. And I was like, well, sparks don't last. That's not the point of sparks. And so, and what ensued in this conversation, I'm going to bestow this knowledge upon you, or just this perspective, I'll call it. And, maybe it'll help you, or, maybe it won't. But I felt the call and the need to share this, because the way he reacted to this, it was like he never even thought about this himself. And I was like, maybe there's other people that just don't see it this way, or don't, maybe this could be an understanding. Okay. Sparks aren't meant to last. Okay. A spark is there to ignite a fire. Okay. And we're going to use that analogy in the sense of a fire. Okay. And relationships are quite like this. And so this is why I'm going to use this analogy. Sparks aren't meant to last, right? It's a spark to ignite a flame. All right. And once you ignite the flame, when you're building a fire, what do you have to do? You have to feed the flame, right? You have to feed it to create a fire. And then you have to maintain this fire to keep it going. Otherwise, the fire goes out. Okay, it'll go out all on its own if you don't feed it, if you don't take away some of the ash from it, some of the stuff that's burnt down and is no longer necessary in the fire. You clear it away and you feed it more. And in the sense of a fire, it's wood or whatever you're burning, right? So you have to feed it in order to keep the flames going, to keep the fire burning. And in the sense, it's the same with relationships. The initial spark is there to ignite a flame. And then you and your partner have to keep the flame going. You have to feed it and take away from it as needed to keep the fire roaring. Otherwise, it's going to go out on its own. You have to put in the effort, okay? Otherwise, it just is going to go out. And that, in that analogy, with feeding the flame of the fire, it's the same for relationships. And so I just wanted to bestow that perspective or that analogy on people, because maybe it'll help you understand your relationship, what you need to do in your relationship, possibly why other relationships didn't work out, and taking accountability for the part that you've played in it and the effort that you put in. Because just like a fire, in order to create, say you wanted to create a bonfire, something that's burning bright and for everyone to see, something huge and impactful for everyone to see, you had to feed it. You had to keep adding to it. You had to take away what was already burnt out and no longer necessary and create space so that you could feed it more, so that the flames could grow bigger and grow higher. Okay. And that's the same thing with a relationship. You have to keep feeding it, and you have to keep putting effort into it and clearing away what's no longer working or whatever has burnt out and is no longer necessary, to create space to put more into it, to feed it, so that it can become big and bright for everyone to see, and that the love is strong, and that there's all these, and the ways that we feed it is we feed it through honesty, and we feed it through trust, and we feed it through with loyalty and commitment and consistency. Those are the things we feed it through. Conversations, even the hard ones, and being transparent with our partners. Okay. So that was just a little bit of something that I wanted to share with you guys, because it's a perspective. Like, I thought people just, me being me, and I'm going to school to be I have my certification in hypnotherapy. I'm getting my degree as an integrative healing arts practitioner, where I'll be a practitioner of hypnotherapy and a hypnotherapist. And so sometimes I take for granted the knowledge that I already have, and the wisdom that I have, and the perspective and the way that I see things. And I forget that other people, sometimes they don't have that. They don't know. And sometimes all you need to do is hear it to understand it. So, in the same sense of the grass is greener where you water it. It's the same concept. Okay, the effort you're putting in, instead of looking at everybody else's fires, looking at everybody else's grass, you water your own grass and you feed your own fire. And that's how you keep it going. Okay, guys? I love you guys so very much. Just a little bit of holiday wisdom for you during this time. And maybe that'll help you. And maybe it wouldn't. But whatever it does for you, I hope that it helps you with a new perspective. It's a little bit of a nugget of wisdom that you can put in your back pocket and share with others, so that they can also benefit from it too. Okay? I love you guys so very much. I will see you soon. Bye.